two things proven to shorten the lives of seniors are social isolation and a sedentary lifestyle. Boredom also causes a very rapid decline. Town Square University Parkway has stepped in as a vital resource for seniors and caregivers to help solve those problems. And we welcome the co-owner of Town Square University Parkway, Catherine McDermott, to tell us more. And what a background you have in this, how prepared you are to run this place. Tell us a little about your background.
So I'm an adult nurse practitioner. I have a degree as a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and I specialize in geriatric care and helping folks with dementia and cognitive impairment, which is how we got started with Town Square.
What is Town Square University?
Town Square University Parkway is an interactive adult day center. It provides socialization for elderly population who are socially isolated, need socialization, and who also need stimulation to keep up their cognitive skills.
What will we see when we walk through that doorway?
When you walk through, you'll see a 1956 Pontiac Chieftain right in the center of our town square, which is set up with 15 different vignettes: Rosie's Diner, the Art Studio, City Hall, to make you feel like you're in 1950s American city.
I remember that city.
Yes.
Yeah, I certainly was there. So a virtual tour, what would we see on a virtual tour?
So what we would see is our members enjoying activities that are reminiscent of a time in their life when they were productive members of society, where they were comfortable with their role in society, and they felt like they were
important. They felt like they
Yes.
were very important people. I was one of those people back there. So this is also a medical model?
Correct. So by a medical model, we have primary care, psychiatry, and multiple other disciplines that come into the center. Our goal is to be a one-stop shop for these family members. When you have a family member who is cognitively impaired, going to the doctors is a very difficult task, sitting in a waiting room for long periods of time. So we provide, with providers that come into the center, primary care services, lab services, x-ray, psychiatry, so that we can provide all of those services for that caregiver so that they don't have to take 4 hours off from work and go to the doctors with their loved ones.
What do caregivers say after they've been bringing their loved one there for a while? What differences do they say they see?
Well, they see differences in their loved one because their loved one is more engaged, they're happier, they're sleeping better, they look forward to coming to Town Square when they wake up in the morning. The caregivers for themselves find that they have more respite for themselves. They're more able to deal with their loved ones because they've been able to take some time for themselves.
I understand you have free services for veterans.
We do. We are a VA-approved center, so if a veteran has qualified for VA benefits, then the center is free for them, depending on what their qualification is. And that oftentimes will include transportation to the center as well.
And I understand your team is working with local students.
Yes, we have been lucky to have the Galen nursing students in the center, and nursing is so important in taking care of these members that we have, and so this has also provided the nursing students to learn about the disease and the issues with the elderly right while they're in school, as well as to provide a tremendous support for us in the center as well.
And I'm sure they cheer up the patients too. Why did you start this? What inspired you to start this?
Well, one of the things that's very difficult for married couples that have been married 50 and 60 years is to be separated from their loved one as one becomes more impaired and may need services. To move your wife or husband into a memory care unit is devastating to the surviving spouse. And so Town Square is meant to be able to give those spouses and children respite from their loved one so that they can keep their loved one home as long as possible.
Oh, that's a wonderful thing. How can we help? How can the community help?
Well, the community can help by utilizing our free resources. We have multiple free resources. We provide support groups, educational series. We recently had a large health expo in which all types of resources were available to the population. We want people to know that we're here as a center of excellence for cognitive impairment and for elderly who are seeking social engagement.
This is a wonderful thing for the caregiver and for the patient. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful thing, and you can learn more at townsquare.net.